Sorry, Ruben, welcome to class. Ruben, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Joshua. How are you?
I'm doing really well, thank you for asking. And so, Ruben, where are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
Okay, nice. Where in Mexico?
Veracruz, do you know?
Yeah, I'm actually relatively familiar with Veracruz. I was reading a book about Veracruz, but I lived in Puebla for a while, maybe 3 or 4 months, and I really liked it. Little distance away, but
Uh-huh.
nice. Cool. And Tatitulin, Tatitulin,
Ah,
welcome to
hello, hello, hello.
welcome to class. Tatitulin, how are you
Thank
doing?
you. Great, thank you.
Nice, that's great to hear. And Preti, welcome to class as well. Preti, how are you doing?
I think he's not, or she's not.
Yeah, I can see your hand, but
And a
okay.
light.
Yeah, and the light. Mad, welcome to class. Mad, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Thanks.
Nice, good to see you again, Mad. Um,
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. And Tatitulin, am I pronouncing your name right, Tatitulin?
Of course. Tati Tulin.
Tatitulin.
Is that
Okay.
your
Yeah.
name?
Yes, it's my name, but it consists of two names because I'm from Russia, but I married a Turkmen, and now I have two names. The
Huh?
first name Tati from Russian name Tatiana, and the second Tulin. It's just Muslim name, Turkish name.
Oh,
Ah, okay.
okay. I didn't know that Tatiana was a Russian name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Nice.
I attend these classes 1 month ago. I'm a former student, but I changed my name especially
Ah, okay.
because
What was your...
now I'm in Turkey.
Okay. Wait, so you're on italki?
Yeah, I'm in Turkey now.
Ah, okay. Oh, you're in Turkey now. Okay, perfect. I wasn't quite sure what you'd said. Perfect. Um, okay, and so yeah, let's get started on today's class. Let's start with Mad. Mad, can you read the title and the next couple of lines?
Okay. Job interviews. In today's class, we will practice job interviews, learn job interviews vocabulary, talk about bits.
Good. Really nice job. The only small thing that I saw, interviews. So just the interviews. Can you repeat interviews?
Interviews.
Nice. Really good job. And also, welcome to class, Tala. Tala, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
Nice. That's great to hear. Perfect. And so let's go on to the first page. And Tala, can you read the question? And let's have Ruben. Can you answer?
Okay. When was the last time you went in for a job interview?
The last time was last Friday. I went to a job interview. Was especially complicated because they interviewed me in English.
Nice. Really good sentence. That's very recent. They interviewed me in English. And how did it go? How did it go?
How the what?
How did it go? How did it go?
How did they go?
How did it go? So
Oh,
it's like,
how did it go? Yes, yes. Are you British teacher or something?
no,
Oh,
no.
okay. So I think I did well. Uh, because I could ask all the questions appropriately.
You could ask all the questions properly?
I could
Nice.
answer all the questions appropriately, and I think that I didn't hesitate, so I did well.
I think that I didn't hesitate.
I didn't hesitate.
You're really close. We'd put the auxiliary verb in a different position.
I think. I guess I didn't hesitate.
Almost.
Um,
Try putting the verb to do in front of think.
I didn't hesitate, I guess.
Close. I don't think I hesitated. I do not think I hesitated.
I don't think I hesitated. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So when we're negating something, we just put the auxiliary verb in front. So I think I didn't hesitate. It sounds a little bit awkward. We just say I don't think I hesitated. Awesome, and congratulations. That's really cool, Ruben.
Thank you.
Ruben, can you ask Tati Tulin, the same question?
Yes, Tati, how many times have you interviewed for a position?
I haven't interviewed for a position because it was last time when I have interviewed, maybe it was 20 years ago, and since that I haven't been interviewed.
Okay.
I just want to attend these classes for more information because I teach children in English and I want to improve my English and to teach adults. That's why I want to improve my knowledge about job interviews.
Perfect. That's fine. It doesn't. That's usually what the reason is. That's perfect though. So maybe if you did it 20 years ago, so you had one interview. So maybe instead of saying I haven't interviewed for a position, I've only interviewed for a position once. Does that seem to make a little bit more sense?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, I have only interviewed once.
Nice, about 20 years ago, and since then it's been nothing. But good, that's a great answer as well. Okay, and
Teacher,
yes.
a question. Is it the same the idea I have only interviewed as I've just have been always interviewed? I've just been always interviewed?
I've just been always
I've been interviewed? I've been interviewed?
Yeah, I have been interviewed. Would work.
So it's the same idea I have only interviewed, so you make the interview? You do the interview?
Yeah, it is the same idea. If you say I've only interviewed someone, that'd be like the direct object. Someone once. That would be you're in the position of the interviewer.
Interviewer,
But you can say, you can use it as an active verb. Like I've interviewed for a position can be the active verb of somebody who's in this position being interviewed.
Oh,
So yeah,
okay.
that's a really good point though. Because it's definite. You know that that's her. I've only interviewed. It could be either. But it's definitely this person if it's interviewing someone. So if you use the direct object. But that's a great question. Does that make sense?
It does. Thank you.
Okay, good. And Tala, what do you think he is going to ask her? What do you think he's going to ask her?
Maybe why do you want this job?
Okay. And Mad, what do you think she's going to answer?
I think she will answer that I want this job because I have a desire to work.
Okay, nice. That'd be a good answer. I want this job because I have a desire to work. Misspelled because, but good. Really nice work. And Fidel, welcome to class. Fidel, how's it going?
Everything is okay, teacher.
Nice. That's good to hear. Good to see you again, Fidel.
Thank you.
And perfect. So, does anybody have any questions on this page before we move on?
I think this man asked this woman, when was the last time when you went in for a job interview?
Yeah, that would make sense too. Um, nice. Okay, any other questions or comments? Okay, perfect. Let's go on to the next one. And let's start with Fidel. Fidel, can you read the title and the first 4 words?
Okay. Vocabulary. Use the words in a sentence or define them. Analyze, attain, carried out, collaborated.
Good. The only thing I saw, collaborated.
Collaborated. Collaborated.
Good. Nice job. And Tatitulin, can you read the next 4 words?
Engineered, facilitated, or overcame, received.
Good. Those are some difficult words. You did an awesome job with those ED endings. Fidel, you too. Nice job with the ED endings. Tatitulin, can you repeat facilitated? Facilitated.
Facility.
Close. Fa-sil-e-te-tid. Facilitated.
Facilitated.
Nice. Very good. Really well done. Then rectified. Rectified.
Rectified.
Perfect. Good job. Okay. And does anybody have any questions about any of these words?
Yes. Attain it. What is attain it?
Okay. And let's have Fidel. Can you repeat attained?
Attained.
Good. And Ruben, can you repeat attained as well?
Attained.
Good. And does anybody know what attain means? Can anybody tell us?
It's maybe to get job, to start job with enthusiastic.
Okay. So to get a job, I think even to get anything, it's
To
getting
get.
something. Yeah, so when you attain something, you get it, you achieve it. So you can attain a goal. So when you've accomplished the goal, you've attained it. Does that make sense?
Yes. Like to reach.
Yeah, to reach. Perfect. That's actually a really good one. I should have said that first. Okay. Any other questions?
Yes. Carried out is a phrasal verb, isn't it?
Yes, it is a phrasal verb.
And it means like what?
It's like accomplished, or so when you carry out a plan, you make it happen. So it's just to do something. So you carry something out. It's you do something. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Any other questions from anybody? Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe rectified.
Nice, great pronunciation too. And does anybody know what rectified means?
Yes. It's like when you state how would I say it? You say something and you like confirm that again. No?
Close. It's when you say something wrong, and then you do
correct
what?
yourself.
Yes. Correct it. Or correct yourself. So to rectify something is to correct it. Equals to correct.
So
really good.
Run down. Okay.
Yeah. Anything else? Any other questions here? Okay, good. Let's go on. can everybody choose one word? And can you write a sentence with this word in the chat box? So choose a word and write the sentence in the chat box.
Yes. Write the sentence in the chat box.
Yeah. Nice job, Ruben.
Thank you. Teacher, carry out is separable?
Carried out is what?
Is separable? I mean, for example, you had to put the something between carried and out, like turn off, turn. It's
The light
separable.
off.
Phrasal verb.
Yeah, so carried out is a phrasal verb. If we wouldn't separate carried out though, because it'd change the meaning a little bit. We carried the problem out. It means like you brought it somewhere. So we carried out the plan. We carried out something. So it's a phrasal verb that you can't separate.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Nice, Matt. I like that sentence as well. Okay, and let's get started reading these. Nice, Tatiana, as well. And so, Ruben, can you read your sentence?
Yes, we had to analyze the problem in the meeting.
Nice. We had to analyze the problem in the meeting. And I actually wouldn't change anything. Really nice job putting your prepositional phrase at the end of the sentence. So in the meeting, that's awesome. Yeah, and good pronunciation as well. Mad, can you read your sentence?
Okay. My teacher always rectifies my mistakes.
Yeah. Recognize my mistakes. Also, really great sentence. Good pronunciation. I wouldn't change anything. Just remember to put a period at the end of your sentences. Maybe and pronounce rectifies. Rectifies.
Rectifies.
Nice. Good job. And let's have Tatiana. Can you read your sentence as well?
I want to analyze that broad.
This. It's a little bit odd, but it depends on what you want to analyze about it. You're using broad in the sense, the slang sense is like a female. Is that correct? Tatiana?
I'm sorry, my microphone was muted. I maybe mixed the meaning of this word. I mean, the lighter, like bra.
A bra?
Yeah, it's like just a lamp.
Oh, a lamp. I'm slightly confused. I want to analyze the lamp. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
In what way? Can you explain yourself a little bit more?
It's like light. It's just like light.
Okay. So are you going to analyze the light for a problem or like a broken bulb? What will you analyze it for?
Yeah. Because, for example, in the hotel, I saw two lamps, two lights, and one little and one big. And I saw that one isn't work, isn't to make light, and I just want to find out, and I think that's the meaning of this light broad,
Okay.
because it gives all the room the light.
Okay.
Broad.
I think it's a little bit different. So if you're talking about a broad, the only way that I've ever heard it, it's a slang for a female. So like just a woman. Any woman could be called a broad in kind of like slang English.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that'd be a sentence you have to be careful with. I want to analyze that lamp or that light. One wasn't working. We'd use the past progressive in the negative for that too. But good, I want to analyze that lamp. That's fine. So just check it out, make sure it's working, or wonder why it's not working. Let's have Fidel. Can you read Wellington's sentence?
Read?
Can you read Wellington's sentence right here? This one?
Okay. All your answers will be analyzed.
Yeah, which is a funny sentence because that's what we're doing. We're analyzing answers. This is good. I wouldn't change any of the grammar. Really nice job, Wellington. Yeah, that was good. And let's get Tala's up here too. Hold on one second. And Tala, can you read your sentence?
We should overcome what hinders us to reach our goals.
Good. There's something off with this. Think about the third person, present tense. So there's a verb in the third person present tense. What do we have to do to those verbs in the third person present tense?
Using the S at the end?
Yeah, that's what we have to do. So what verb is missing an S?
Reaches?
No? So to reach is
No,
the...
hinders.
Yeah. Good. What hinders us? But to reach is the infinitive. They're really good.
But, teacher, I said we. It's plural.
Yep. We should overcome is we should overcome. And then what hinders? What hinders? So this
But
is
I mean, what hinders us? I mean, we.
Yeah, but the thing hinders us. So what hinders us? So if you wanted to say we should overcome the things that hinder us, that would be plural. So you could say the things that hinder us. The things that hinder. But if you're just saying what hinders, what is a singular. So what hinders us? So this is just an object, us.
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, okay.
Okay. Can you read the sentence one more time, Tala?
We should overcome what hinders us to reach our goals.
Good. Really nice job. That's awesome. That's a really difficult sentence, Tala. You did a nice job. Okay, perfect. And Tatiana. Okay, yeah, let's do one more. Tatiana, can you read your sentence as well?
Yeah. To create a truly successful movie, the director, writers, actors, and many others must collaborate closely.
This is really good. Nice job using that adverb, closely. We are missing two articles. We're missing two articles here. What articles are missing?
In this sentence?
Yes, in this sentence.
Create a truly successful movie. The director, the writer, the actors, please?
Yes, exactly. The director, the writers, and the actors. The directors, the writer, the actors, and many others. Good. Really nice job. The director, the writers, the actors, and many others must collaborate closely. That's awesome. Really good sentence, too. And good corrections, Lati. Okay, perfect. Does anybody have any questions before we move on?
No?
Okay, good. Oh, let's go on. This is a good one. This is a tough one. Let's have Tala. Can you read the boss's part? And let's have Ruben. Can you read the interviewee's part?
Yes.
Wow, you have 3 master's degrees and a PhD.
Yes, it's all very impressive, but interestingly, I have no common sense whatsoever. Whatsoever?
Yeah, whatsoever.
That's not the sort of thing you should say uh, during a job interview.
I don't see why not.
Good. Really nice job. Mad, what do you think about this? What do you think about this comic? What does it mean? Why is it funny?
Okay.
Common sense at all. I understand. So what's funny with this? That like he has a lot of knowledge about science, academic things, but speaking about basic things when we have to decide it, he has no idea how to react or how to face daily problems.
Okay, daily problems. That's definitely what it means not to have common sense. And so how do you see that he doesn't have common sense? How does the comic show you that he doesn't have any common sense?
Because the way he asked the question, like these are things that you're not supposed to say in a job interview. So the fact that he said it shows that he has not common sense.
Yeah, the fact that he said it shows he has no common sense. What else shows that he has no common sense?
Why?
Maybe the fact that he doesn't realize that it's a bad thing to say even after someone tells him. So that's kind of it. So he says something bad in an interview that kind of illustrates that he doesn't have any common sense. And then somebody calls him out. Somebody says, "That you shouldn't say that." And says, "I don't see why not." Okay, and so Mad, can you explain what common sense is? Can you explain common sense?
I didn't know.
Okay. So common sense. Let's have Fidel. What about you? Can you explain what common sense is?
Let me try. Common sense is something like the point of view that the people have about something. I mean, something that is um, that is easy to explain, or something that is easy to understand.
Okay. So
That's okay?
yeah, something that's easy to understand. That is easy to understand. So a definition of it is the ability to think and behave in a reasonable way.
Okay.
So it's like sound judgment based on simple perceptions. So it's like just, you know, being able to make a decision, like a good decision based on really simple things is common sense.
Okay,
Does
it's the
that make
definition
sense?
of the dictionary.
Yeah, that's the dictionary definition. So the ability to make a sound or a good judgment based on your simple perception of the fact or the event or just whatever's happening.
Yeah, can I give an example?
Yes, definitely.
For example, when you remove the tea kettle from the stove, it's common sense to then turn off the burner.
Yeah, from the stove, that's good. It sounds like it might be something that happened recently to you. Is that something that happened to you recently, Tatiana?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's definitely common sense to turn off the burner. Okay, does anybody have any questions or comments about this comic?
That's fun.
Okay, good. And so let's go on to the next page. And let's have Fidel, can you ask Mad the first question?
Okay. What are your strengths, man?
Um, confidence,
Okay, good.
and ability to convince someone.
The ability to what?
Ability to convince anyone.
Convince. Nice. We're missing a couple things in this sentence. So, sorry. We're missing an article. And then I would put a preposition. And then maybe I'd say something. Or anything. What's missing?
And
The
the
ability?
ability,
Sorry, Mehad, can you repeat that?
the ability,
Yes, the ability. What's the preposition?
mm, and anything.
Almost, not quite. And is a conjunction. So we're looking for a preposition. So like aboard, about, above, across, after, against, along,
Of,
amid. Of, yes, exactly. Really good job. Of anything. Perfect. And yeah, that was really good. Really great answer, Mad. Mad, can you ask Ruben the next question?
okay. What are your weaknesses?
My weaknesses. I guess that my main weakness is that I get bored easily. So I need to move on a new activity in order to keep interest in something.
Okay, nice. To a new activity. Maybe to stay interested.
Hmm.
That might be a little bit more concise. To stay interested. Really good grammar though. That's awesome. I wouldn't change really anything. Ruben, great answer.
Thank you.
Ruben, can you ask Tala the next question and just make up a company, any
Okay.
company.
Uh, who am I going to ask?
Tala.
Okay. Tala, why are you interested in working for Pemex?
For what?
For Pemex.
Um, to improve my capacities and to gain more skills.
To improve my what?
Capacities.
Capacity.
Capacity.
Okay. This is good. And to gain more skills. Your grammar is really good. In English, it would sound very strange to say to improve my capacities. my abilities would sound better. To improve my abilities or my resume, something like that. My capacities. Capacity is a word that in English we don't use very often. We use it in very specific circumstances. So he functions well in the capacity of a like a janitor. So like in the role of a janitor, you could say the capacity of. It's really, really odd, and it works, which is the worst part about it. So I can't tell you that it's wrong. It just sounds really odd, Tala. It's one of those words that we just don't use very often.
Okay.
So just keep it in mind. You can use it, and people know what you're saying. People don't use it often. But good. Okay. Really good answer, too. And Tala, can you ask Tati the next question?
Why did you leave your current company?
I left my current company for salary and for no any opportunity for career.
We'd have to describe the salary. And for a new, maybe
For low salary.
For a low salary. We'd leave for something else. I left because of a low salary. I left because of a low salary. But I left for a better salary.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I left for a better salary.
Yeah, I left for a better salary. And for a new career opportunity. Can you read that sentence one more time?
I left my current company for a better salary and for a new career opportunity.
Good. Okay, awesome. Very nicely done. Okay, and Tati, can you ask Fidel the last question?
Yeah. Tell me about time you dealt with a crisis.
Good pronunciation. Crisis.
Maybe tell me a story about time you dealt with a crisis.
Okay, maybe it's a little difficult to me because a crisis is general. It could be a general. Oh, okay.
Crisis is like an emergency. So any emergency that you've ever dealt with at work.
Can you erase? Okay. Okay, I can tell you that in my last company, I had to do the work to the work assigned to other persons when they leave the company.
Nice. That's good. Okay. And were you able to finish all that work?
Excuse me?
So were you able to finish the work that you had to do, or what happened? Was it?
Yes, I finished.
Okay. Wow, yeah, that's definitely a crisis. That sounds pretty intense. You said to other persons. What's the plural of person?
Okay.
What's the plural?
People?
Yeah. So assigned to other people. Right?
Okay. Persons is incorrect?
Yeah, there's no such word as persons. So there's one person and two people.
Okay.
Good. That's awesome though. Okay, perfect. And then left. Instead of leaved, they left the company. But good. That's an awesome answer. Really good job. Um, let's go back. We've got one other comic here. Um, okay, Tatiana, thanks for classes. Nope. There she goes. Um, and let's have Tala. Can you read the position of the boss? And let's have Ruben. Can you read the position of the interviewer?
Okay.
Mhm.
We need someone who can solve the biggest uh, engineering problem we have ever encountered.
Just distribute the power supply across both functions and double the fan size.
Thanks. If I need anything else, I'll interview again.
I'll interview you again. And so, Ruben, can you repeat distribute? Distribute.
Distribute.
Good. Awesome. And Mad, can you ask Fidel the first question?
What do you think about this comic? Have you ever felt this like this?
Um, it's so funny. It's funny, but I don't think uh, that I have been in similar situation because I think that the person who is looking for a job is very okay. The people who is looking for a job, um, in a point of view, is very smart, but he doesn't have common sense.
Nice. Okay, and why doesn't he have common sense?
Because he have the knowledge to solve the problem that the company have, but he had to wait to um, obtain the position, the job,
Yeah,
um, to solve the problem.
nice. To solve the problem. Really good job. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what's happening. Um, and so, Mad, have you ever felt like this? Have you ever felt like this before in anything, even if it's not a job interview?
No, I haven't felt like this.
Okay. What about you, Ruben? Have you ever felt like this or something like this?
Like the interviewer.
Like the person being interviewed, like the interviewee. So have you ever felt like you're being used by somebody for your knowledge or something like that?
I don't know. Like when someone interviews you, it's like they are like analyzing you psychologically. So
Okay.
in a way, you are being used.
Yeah. Um, to some extent, maybe. You psychologically. Really good job with the adverb psychologically.
Thank you.
Nice. And Tala, what about you? Have you ever felt like this in anything, in school or at work or in any other way?
No, I've never felt like this.
Okay, good. I guess that's good. Perfect. And does anybody have any questions about anything on this page?
No.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Let's move on to pet peeves. Tala, can you read the idiom?
Which one?
So right here.
Things that irritate you.
Yeah, it's a pet peeve. And can you read what's in the box?
Uh, pet peeve. Pet peeve. when someone assumes that when you are reading a book that you are doing nothing and therefore can be interrupted repeatedly.
Good. The only small thing, assumes. Assumes.
Assumes
Nice. And repeatedly.
repeatedly.
Good. Really nice job. And so that's an example of a pet peeve. And so, Ruben, do you have any pet peeves or coworker pet peeves? So things that your coworkers do that irritate you. Ruben, are you there?
Yes, I was talking and I didn't notice I was muted.
That's okay. It happens to
Yeah.
everybody.
Yes, there is a guy in my job that is always joking. He's always joking, and I don't know that he's joking. I take what he says seriously, and that irritates me because I don't know that he's joking.
Nice. That he is joking. So maybe just some like serious sarcasm. Good. Mad, what about you? Do you have any coworker pet peeves?
I don't understand this idiom.
Okay.
Can you explain it?
Yeah. So can you read the example, Mad?
Okay. I hate when my coworkers try to look at my computer mirror monitor when I'm working.
Okay. And so her pet peeve is when people look at her monitor. So that's her pet peeve. When people look over her shoulder at what she's doing on the computer. Does that make sense now, Mad?
Yes.
Okay. So do you have any coworker pet peeves? Any pet peeves that your coworkers do?
Mm, yes. I don't like my coworkers uh, open my cell phone without my permission.
Opening your what?
My cell phone.
Ah, cell phone. Yeah, that's definitely. Does that happen? Um, yeah, that would be definitely a pet peeve. Okay, one small thing, a gerund. I don't like when they open it or when I don't like them opening. Does that make sense, Matt?
Okay.
That we use the
Yes.
gerund there? Okay. Okay, good. Really nice job. And does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay, good. Let's go on to the next page. And Mad, can you ask Fidel the first question?
Okay. Tell me about a time you made a mistake.
Okay. Um, I remember that someday I sent a mail using uh, my account that I used when I was younger, and it doesn't have my name. It didn't have my name
Nice. How did you correct that mistake? Fidel?
because the person who I sent the mail told me that he doesn't receive anything. But when I um, show showed my computer, he realized that he borrowed my mail because he thought that it was spam.
Okay, he realized that he erased my mail
Just
instead of borrar my mail because he thought it was spam. Really good. Okay, that's perfect. Really good job. That's a pretty serious mistake, but it's a funny one, and so it's kind of small. Um, yeah, and so just remember erased instead of borrar. Um, and
Yes.
did not. But other than that, it was really good. Okay, and Fidel, can you ask Tala the next question?
Okay, Tala, what is your dream job?
I would like to work in a bank.
Okay, I would like to work in a bank. And what would you like to do in a bank?
Manager.
How would you answer in a complete sentence?
Sorry.
How would you answer in a complete sentence? So
I would like to work a manager in a bank.
I would like to work. We're missing something. Does anybody know what we're missing?
As.
Yes. Perfect. I would like to work as a manager in a bank. Okay. Really good job. And Tala, can you ask Ruben the next question?
Ruben, describe yourself.
Describe yourself. I consider myself as a self-taught person. When I don't know something, I like to figure it out and study it.
Nice. I consider myself a self-taught person. When I don't know something, I like to figure it out and study it. That's awesome. It's a really good way to describe yourself. Really concise too. That's a great answer, Ruben. Okay, and maybe Ruben, can you ask Mad the last question right here?
Yes. Matt, what questions do you have for me? Oh, I'm sorry. What's your biggest failure?
No, this one's good.
Okay, good. What questions do you have for me?
Okay, do you have a job?
Close.
I do. I'm an
Pretend.
interviewer.
Yeah, good answer. So, what questions would you have for your interview, Mad? So pretend he's interviewing you. What questions would you ask him?
Mm,
Sorry. And sorry. Not sure. Okay, and so yeah, Mad, what would you ask Ruben? What would you ask Ruben?
okay. Mm, have you ever worked in a company?
Okay, Mad, so pretend he's interviewing you. So you've arrived at the end of the interview. So you've already answered a lot of questions. And and so you think maybe you did well in the interview. And
Mm-hmm.
Ruben, at the end, he asks you all of these questions, and his last question is, do you have any questions for me? So what are you going to ask me?
Yes. I would ask him. I want him to tell me if I passed my interview.
Okay, good. Ruben, what would you say?
First, we have to analyze your answers, compare it with our profile we need, with the profile we need,
Good.
and after that, I can give you an answer.
Perfect. That's awesome. Great answer. Okay, and so we're unfortunately just out of time. Does anybody have any last questions before we finish class?
No.
Yes.
No, I don't.
Okay. yeah, really nice job, everybody. It was nice having you guys in class. Hopefully, I'll see you guys again soon. Have a really good night, or morning, or afternoon, depending on where you are. And again, yeah, have a
Night.
So do
see
you,
you guys
teacher.
later.
See ya. Bye.